Hey everybody, welcome to the Art of Divination's weekly podcast. Tonight we're going to be talking spirit animals.
Yes.
Right? That's what we agreed upon.
Yeah, that's what we agreed upon, yep.
Robyn's handling most of the information tonight. One, because she knows more than me about spirit animals. And two, because I have been crazy busy trying to get everything ready for the new store. So I think we'll start with our usual format, let people know about, as you can see, I don't have my normal book, so we're winging it tonight. We're flying by the seat of our pants. Everything's packed up. That's what we were doing today, packing up everything, and I let Robyn have a sneak peek at the new crystals for the new store.
And they are great, just saying.
So we've got lots of lovely surprises, and I still have 3 more boxes of stock coming in this week. And you've seen my dining room.
Yeah. It's full to overflowing right now.
I don't even know where I'm going to put those other boxes and the stuff I've got spread on 4 houses. Thank God I have a lot of kids.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's all I can say there. Thank God I have a lot of them. So don't forget, we'll be doing a reading at the end of the evening, and I apologize for not being able to do a reading today at the location that is closing. There's no more internet. That's what prompted my decision to close on March 20th. I need internet to run the debit. So I just figured it would give us more time to get everything ready for the new store. We have a lot more new merchandise to inventory and price and stuff, plus getting the new store ready.
Oh, yes.
So with no internet, it just seemed like the smart decision to close on the 20th. And I apologize for not being there on the last day of the store, but I was on a crystal buying expedition. And I really enjoyed that. I just love the crystals. I do.
And I'm sure the customers are really going to enjoy that, because I've got a sneak peek tonight, and it's just awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
All kinds of new stuff.
Oh, overwhelmed. We're drowning in new stuff right now.
Yeah.
We're reduced to eating off the coffee table.
That's okay. That's okay. Yep.
So, the Mental Health Peer-to-Peer Support Group, they meet tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday night at McLean and Poole Lane. And, of course, Roots House. And the new one, Earth Ark, I believe it's called, the Horse Rescue Farm. I don't have all the details in front of me, but I do know Sunday between 1 and 4 is an open house. And they have a phone number. I'm actually going to get around to posting that soon, so if people want to call. I think that's a fantastic way to ground.
Oh, definitely.
As well as doing something to raise your vibration.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get things settled with the new store, I fully intend to go out there. And, everybody wants to work with the horses and stuff like that. I'd be fine just having them in the stalls.
Yeah.
Just
it's just that earthy, that earthy atmosphere, and that's what you want for grounding. So
exactly.
I think it's absolutely great.
And from what I understand, it's just a one lady, an elderly lady, running this whole shindig. And so, it's an act of kindness. It raises your vibration by giving something back to the community, to the animals, to this lady that's living out her dream.
For sure.
So I just really hope everybody, I know they accept donations of hay, rolled oats, of course, cash, always cash, and cat food, because a bunch of people just dump their cats out there.
Oh, okay.
They just abandon them out there, and I know some people help spay and neuter them.
Yeah.
So
if they got donations of cash, that would help too.
Exactly. Or if the horses need antibiotics or medicines or something like that.
Exactly.
So cash is always welcome. But it's on Huron Road in Scottsburn or Durham.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I will put the number up. I just can't find the paper right now.
And the rolled oats, you said, are
not Quaker.
Not Quaker. They have to be from the store
the feed
there.
Store, Scotia Gold.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, I got all kinds of oats in my fruit in my cupboard.
Yeah.
There is a picture of the Earth Ark poster. No, we have posters.
Yeah, but that was for the fundraiser, and that's over now.
Yeah.
So, you can always start guessing your numbers between 1 and 50. We did actually do that.
And we the number yet?
Yeah, we picked the number. Justin wrote it down, and he's going to keep track of everybody guessing. So, you're going to start hearing on the radio, starting March 26th, advertising for the new store. I kind of want to talk about that a minute.
Sure.
We've done a grand opening in November, and it was a wonderful experience, but it was incredibly stressful. This time, I want it to be a moving party.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, everybody associated with the store, like Robyn, Sue, Zen.
Yeah.
I can't remember who else, but everybody associated with the store is going to try and be there just to meet and greet and talk to people. And we're going to have munchies and sweets, and of course, there's going to be prizes and giveaways and stuff like that. I just wanted to be a party. I wanted to be a welcome to our new space. Come check out our new store, our new look. We are changing everything.
Oh, great. No,
Everything.
I think it's good.
As you said, Mercury retrograde is often a time for a do-over.
A do-over, exactly.
I am making the most of this do-over.
Well, there.
It's going to be a whole new look. The store is growing up. That's how I think about it. The store is growing up.
Well, exactly, because when you started small, and now you're finding that you have to expand. So
I think it's maturing, too.
Yeah, mature. That would be a good word.
It's maturing. Yep. I have an idea of what I want for the store. Yeah. And through the input of everybody, and thank you everybody for telling me candidly. I've listened to everybody, and I've tried to implement as many of that as I can.
Elizabeth Silver says, hi, Carrie and Robyn.
Hey, Liz, how are you? I see Liz shared the post, so thank you for sharing. That's another thing, like and share.
Yes, like and share. I went on the Facebook page, and I liked.
I know, I saw that. We actually got Robyn on Facebook.
Yep.
Just for the store.
Yep, amazing.
Yeah. And the podcast, Justin tells me that our YouTube is growing rather rapidly.
Yeah, you're at 30 subs.
Really? Wow. So just keep liking and sharing. It helps tremendously. And it just, I just want to share everything because it's our store.
For the community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I can't remember if there's anything else we talk about. I'm lost without my paper.
Roots for Youth, did you mention that?
I mentioned roots.
Okay.
I'm just so lost without my paper. So I think that's pretty much most of our opening blurb. Everybody's totally quiet now, doing their own thing. Yep. I know, I worked the kids so hard today.
Oh, well.
Do you know, I actually want to thank all my kids. You guys are amazing.
You're welcome.
Helping me over the last couple of weeks get everything ready for the store.
I can only imagine. And, there was a lot to do.
Yeah, it was
to take everything down, pack it all up,
and store it,
get it out of there, take it to whatever the 4 houses, whatever that you have them, the stuff stored in.
I can't believe how much stuff was crammed in that little store. When we started packing it up, we thought, 6 boxes will do. How many box trips did we make today?
4.
4 box trips plus the boxes I brought this morning, thinking that would be enough.
Oh, wow.
There was more in there than I ever dreamt.
Yeah.
So.
But that's it. You have no idea. Like you say, it just kind of, it matures and all of a sudden.
Yeah. And now here I am bringing in an obscene amount of stock.
No, it's just already packed away.
Yeah. So, start guessing your numbers. And for the free reading at the end of the night. And, thank you for standing by us. A lot of this over the next little bit is going to be a wing and a prayer. Just flying by the seat of our pants, trying to get through with so much going on. And tell everybody about the new store. It's going to be wonderful. I even gave Robyn a sneak peek in the colors and everything.
Yes, and it is going to be really exciting. Really exciting. I think it's going to appeal to everyone. Men, women, it doesn't matter. Everybody is going to enjoy this.
So let's get to you then, spirit animals.
Okay.
This is one I find fascinating, but I've never really started looking into yet.
Yeah. No, I guess you guys had mentioned something about this, I don't know, over the last couple of weeks, and somehow we got talking about spirit animals. And we all have helping spirits, helping guides, whatever, that are sent to help us. And one type of them is a spirit animal. Now, a spirit animal, there's different ways of finding out what your spirit animal is. And for the most part, pay attention to what you're seeing that's out of the ordinary. If you've got your house cat, well, okay, maybe it's not a cat. But if you happen to see, I don't know, something different, a turtle, say down at the seashore or something, you don't see that every day. What is that there to tell you? And then if you happen to see it 2 or 3 times, really pay attention.
It's funny. Deer, I've always resonated with deer.
Yeah.
And they always gave me that, you're going to be all right, and
exactly.
They would stop and it would be such a still moment. So I believe deer are one of my spirit animals.
Probably.
And after we were talking about it on the podcast last week, I went to actual spirit cards and I was shuffling. And I was thinking, what is my spirit animal? Please show me my spirit animal. Please,
Yeah, exactly. You're asking respectfully. Yeah.
So I did the shuffle for a while, and I fully expected to get deer.
Yeah.
I was surprised elephant come up,
Oh, wow.
but I also resonate with elephants. I went to the circus once. I took my kids to the circus. It was a big adventure because everybody knows I have like a trailer full of kids. And I seen the elephants there. And I fell in love with the elephant, but elephants are sad in captivity.
Well, they are sad in captivity, but they're a very spiritual animal.
I wanted to steal the elephant and let it free.
Yeah, yeah.
And Dad was like, Carrie, it's winter.
Yeah.
It really couldn't do well in our winter.
Yeah, no.
But it just broke my heart. Ever since then, I've never gone to a circus again. And that's my choice, right? I'm not saying don't go to the circus. The kids had a wonderful time. But just looking at it and in the eyes of that majestic creature, I was almost brought me to tears because it was so sad being laughed. You know, he was made to perform for our laughter, and it just broke my heart. I did not enjoy the elephant act at all, but I enjoyed the elephant.
Yeah, the elephant itself. Yeah.
And so when they come up elephant, I was like, that fits.
Yeah, it would resonate with you. Yeah.
And it did. And I have elephants in the store. I love elephants.
Yeah.
And I never thought of them being a spirit animal.
Oh, yeah. And like I say, very spiritual. Yeah. Yeah. Elephants are something that I kind of resonate with. You could probably find a few in my home. We'll just say more than 10.
You know what's
leave
funny?
it at that.
I please don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
I love elephants. And after that experience for me, where it just felt so sad, I can't even have a figurine elephant captive in my house.
Oh, is that right?
That's because it just really struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
Going to the circus, right?
Yeah.
I just need, in my mind, I need elephants to be free.
Yeah.
Doing their own thing, and I'm so happy they're dyeing their tusks pink.
Well.
It really bothers me, people using the ivory.
Yeah. Yeah. And they shouldn't be.
But please don't think I'm judging you. I'm not.
No,
it was a very traumatic personal experience with me.
No, I totally understand. But anyway, as we were saying, there's a number of ways to find your spirit animal. Pay attention to what animals keep showing up, whether it's in a picture, a movie, a book, a circus, whatever, conversations, even in your backyard. If you happen to see a red cardinal or whatever, and it keeps on showing up, pay attention. Another way would be meditation or doing a journey. And those can be like a guided meditation or whatever. Journeying, like you could do like
to the
drumming, and probably Nova would be able to, give you more guidance on that. And also your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. What animals are showing up there? Because a lot of the time they have like a kind of a message for you. And there are spirit animal books, and I believe Ashley has the spirit animal cards.
She does.
Yeah.
I'm actually bringing in spirit animal cards in the store.
Yes.
I've already got them.
No, I think it's great. And like if you're committed to trying to find your spirit animal, then definitely, take a walk out in nature. See what animals it is that keep coming to you. Every day, kind of analyze your dreams. What's in my dream? What am I dreaming of? And like I said, do your meditation, do drumming, take a look at the spirit cards, and see what's coming to you. And you'll know, because, like you said, it'll feel right to you. Even when you drew that card and you were kind of expecting the deer, but when you drew the elephant, it feels right. It resonates. Well,
it made me also remember my experiences.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're committed to finding your spirit animal, like if you're doing a meditation or something, and it could be like a guided meditation, or it could be just you sitting quiet and saying, okay, I'm going to put on some very soft, instrumental music and just see. And ask your spirit animal to come to you, when you feel like you're in that relaxed state. And even if the animal that comes to you, if they're sick or injured, don't be alarmed, because it could be, they still could have a message for you.
Maybe it's something you need to work on.
And exactly, yeah. And like, exactly, if they're sick or they're injured, it could be maybe you are injured in a way, and they're just saying, hey, there's hope here.
I've got a question for you. Don't forget, we love your questions and your comments. Don't forget about that. We're kind of talking about how to find them. What exactly is the purpose of a spirit animal?
Well, I guess when you know what your spirit animal is, to me, it gives me comfort to know that my spirit animal is around. And if you're doing like a journey or even like meditation, then you're just saying, okay, say one of your spirit animals happens to be the deer. What do I need to learn? Have you got a message for me or whatever? And whatever pops into your mind, however out there it might seem, pay attention to it. Take a look at the spirit animal cards. A lot of the time when you see deer, it'll say, you've been involved in some aggressive action lately. You need to be gentle with yourself and with others. Pay attention to that. The hawk will sometimes warn us of someone, I don't know, like a confrontation or a psychic attack. But there's different messages that they will give you. And I guess it just kind of gives you validation of how you're feeling or what's going on in your life. Because if you run into, I'm going to say, I don't know, a bunch of deer, like last week, there was 6 deer ran through my yard all of a sudden. And it seemed really, really strange to me. But with the circumstances that were going on in my life, it made perfect sense. When you go and you read your animal cards or read a book on spirit animals, because there's small little books on spirit animals that you can get. Just even a little pocket one to put it in the glove compartment of your car. And then if you happen to be down at the beach, you happen to see a great big beautiful eagle up there, take a look and see what it is.
So they're kind of messengers.
They're messengers. Absolutely messengers. So that's why, and like I said, you just want to find out how you're feeling or the circumstances that are in your life, that they're validated. They're validated by your spirit animals.
Cool.
Any questions there yet, Justin?
Nope.
Okay. But anyhow, so yeah, if you're going to do a meditation, I would suggest you turn off all your electronic devices because you don't want to be disturbed, and kind of create a sacred space. If you're using sound, then you turn on a water fountain or nature sound CD or music, just something very relaxing.
Wow, you get to a calm spot.
Yeah, exactly. Just relax and breathe and allow the tension to leave your body. And then when you feel ready, you can invite your spirit animal in. And like I said, don't panic if they don't appear immediately, because you need to trust that they will show up. And they will. And when an animal appears, thank it.
A lot of this is about trust, isn't it?
It is about trust.
You got to trust the universe will provide.
Exactly.
Or your higher power.
Yeah.
God, whatever it is.
But yeah, and ask the animal if it is your spirit guide. And if it replies with a yes, ask what message it has for you. Like I said, the deer might be, be more gentle with yourself. The dolphin might be, hey, get out and do something playful for your inner child, because you're being far too serious or, far too left-brained. You're just bogged down in work all the time. You need to have a little bit of, rest and relaxation. So anyway, when your spirit animal is finished delivering its message, ask if there's anything that you can do for it in return. For the deer, maybe you just want to, leave an apple or something at the end of your yard. Now, mind you, I know we're not supposed to be feeding them, but if you did it a one-off, I don't consider that to be
I fed them all
a
last
big
summer.
problem. I know, but
They
some
ate
of the
my
towns,
garden.
yeah, but some of the towns do not like you doing that, and I can understand that, because they are, they're not tame animals, and they don't want them to get dependent on that. So, and two, you will sense like when the session is over, and thank your spirit animal for showing up, and tell him honestly if you're going to integrate the messages that he has into your life. Like if he's saying be a little bit more gentle with yourself, Don't get up the next morning and say, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, did whatever, and why am I so dumb? Why did I do it that way? Stop and just, okay, you know what? I made a mistake. Let me start over today, and just be gentle with your own physical, mental self. And after you do your meditation or whatever, it's nice, and Carrie, you were showing me some of your stock there. It's nice to have a little journal and write down your experience.
Oh, wow, what a clever idea.
If you
a little
write
spirit journal.
Exactly. Because that way, I don't know, you can just kind of get a sense of how many times a particular one is showing up, what the messages are, to what's going on in your life at that time.
I think that's a fantastic idea, spirit journal.
Yeah, a spirit journal, and like people that do drumming, they do have journals, and they certainly write them down. To me, it is really, really a good way to kind of keep track of how you're doing spiritually. So, and two, I wanted to talk to Carrie about your sacred space.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not for the show. But
Oh, okay.
phone's been kind of going crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, and really, before you even start this, you should have, if you're going to be doing meditations like this, have yourself a little sacred space. And it could be just a little coffee table, maybe down in your rec room, that only you use, and you've got a few crystals there or whatever. That's your sacred space. Keep it sacred, you know.
A place to show honor.
A place to show honor, exactly. You want only peaceful and loving spirits to contact you too. And one of the ways to create that protective atmosphere too is to call in the directions. And I have a little insert here, whatever, that I can leave with you for the new store. But anyway, it's like calling in the different directions. The spirit of the east.
Kay Harris Brown says, "Good evening, ladies."
Hey, Kay, it's nice for you to join us.
Good evening.
You still bringing the cookies for the new store?
Oh, hey. And what time are they going to be delivered?
I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
And Kay's a wonderful cook.
Oh, beautiful. I'll bring the tea. Anyway, yeah, so you're going to stand and face the different directions. You're going to start with the east, new beginnings, and then you're going to turn and face south, and that's more your creation and inspiration. And turn west, and that's going to be home, end of day. To me, west is like end of day, day is done, everything is fine. And turn north, that's for your ancestors. And also you're going to kneel, you're going to turn back east again and kneel and touch the ground and thank Mother Earth for holding you safe.
I would like to make copies of that for the store.
Oh,
I'm always
sure.
giving out information. Doug made me buy a printer.
Oh, what there? And then stand and turn your face upward to Father Sky, and just thank Father Sky for shining daylight, so that all of us here are living on the earth and we're thriving.
Even if you're not like meditating, calling spirit, I think that's a wonderful practice. We are not giving enough gratitude.
We're not.
We're seriously not. And that's what's lowering our vibration.
Yeah.
Because it's really important to give gratitude. My brother, he's got a truck and he's going to help me where I have the stuff spread out over so many houses.
Yes.
When I'm ready to take stuff in the new store, he's just going to go to all the houses, grab all the stuff, because I'd have to take a lot of car trips in my car, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, thank you. And he's like, oh, you don't need to thank me. You're my sister. I'm here to help. I'm like, yeah, I do. Gratitude goes a long, long way. I need to let you know I appreciate that.
Exactly.
And he's like, he said it's nice to hear it.
Exactly. And you know what? A lot of the time people, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. And yes, it is fine. But it's also nice to hear that. Thank you. You know.
Well, it's nice for them.
It is. It's a genuine thing.
Us.
And it keeps us mindful. Hey, you know what? Yes, you've done something for me. Next week, maybe I can do something for you.
Or, even if it's not in that, just acknowledging gratitude.
That, is a wonderful thing.
A
wonderful
way
thing.
to raise our vibration.
Yeah. Gratitude is, to me, it's up there, really up there.
Me too.
High on the priority list.
And that's why I had to interrupt there, because right now I just feel so thankful.
Oh, what
so
exactly?
Thankful.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm preaching a lot about it, because I'm sharing a lot of gratitude.
Oh, for sure. But no, Carrie, I will actually leave this with you. I'll leave a copy of this with you tonight.
Thank you.
So,
There's gratitude.
Yeah, you're very welcome. But, like I say, just, stand and face east, face south, face west, and face north, and then east again. Kneel down and thank the earth, and then up to Father Sky.
I'm going to interrupt one more time. I'm really sorry, Robyn.
No, that's okay.
Another thing, I think sometimes we get overflowing. My cup runneth over. It's one of the only quotes in the Bible I truly love that resonates me.
Yeah.
The kids and the grandkids, they bring so much joy in my life, and watching them grow up and watching them accomplish things. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Watching them become independent.
Yeah.
I would just feel, and it would be my cup runneth over. Do you know what I mean? And just so grateful, and you just don't know how to express it. And I think that is a wonderful way where you can just express that gratitude and that gratefulness for how rich you are.
Exactly.
A Christmas morning is another example. You know what I mean?
You know what? You're so grateful that, everybody is there. They're happy. They're healthy. They're excited. There's laughter. There's joy. There's music. What more could you want? What more could you want?
I find sometimes you're just so overflowing with it, you just have to do something.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a wonderful little way when your cup runneth over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But no, like I said, if you're going to, to do a meditation or whatever, I think it would be a good idea for us to have an altar in our home. And like I say, line it with a few of crystals that mean something to you, that absolutely mean something to you, and keep that space as your sacred space. That's where you can go and unwind. You can actually relax, do your meditation. And another thing that I would do, Carrie, myself personally, I would burn a white candle. Burn a white candle, because white is pureness, it's clarity. To me, it brings in good vibrations. So if you if you do that and call in your directions, and after you've called in your directions and you've thanked Mother Earth, Father Sky, and also thank yourself for taking the time to do this, because I think a lot of the time, you say, we're so busy. There's so many things on the go. And it's not easy. Not easy to stop and take that time. But we can, and we do.
We should, at least.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. And I think journaling would be a wonderful asset to that. So if you guys are interested in doing something like that, just saying, I think there might be some journals at the new store.
Robyn got a sneak peek.
I did. I got a sneak peek. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking,
telling
tales out of school.
Tempt them. I want everybody to come in on the new store.
But anyhow.
Oh, we got a question?
Not necessarily a question, but Elizabeth Silver is adding on to your white candle and saying that and a black candle wards off negative energies as well.
And when you're meditating, you are trying to ward off that negativity.
Yeah.
Thanks, Liz, for sharing that.
Yep. But anyway.
I wouldn't want my sacred time to be bombarded with negative energy.
No.
Even if it was coming from me.
No. Well, too, and another thing would be doing the sage. Like, sage your area, whatever, of any negative energy so that that's gone.
We're also going to be having black salt. In the summertime, I had a customer ask me for black salt, but I'd never heard of it. Excuse me. I am bringing in black salt for the new store.
Okay,
and as I was researching it, say a downer person, someone who brings you down, and you know you're related to them or whatever. You have a connection with them. You can't avoid them, right?
Yeah.
They come into your house,
Okay.
and they bring their negativity, and you want to physically do something. Black salt, sprinkle it after they leave. Leave it down for 24 hours. Sweep it up. It helps clear out that negative energy. It absorbs that negativity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't know this.
You could use it that way. You could sprinkle it around your circle.
Yeah.
Just to protect from that negative energy.
Right.
There's so many uses for it. When I started reading up on it, and plus you can get black Indian salt for cooking, like Indian salt for cooking.
Oh, okay.
That's not the kind of bringing in. I'm not bringing in the edible kind. I am bringing in like
just,
this is removing
stuff
negativity
just for
kind.
removing. So you're saying, okay, if you had negative people in your home or whatever, and you're thinking, okay, you know, I have to sage here or whatever, but you could actually just spread
the black salt.
That black salt,
leave it down for a couple hours, let it absorb,
and then sweep it up
or vacuum.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah,
and you can use it for protection.
Great.
There's a lot. Like, start reading up on it. That's what. The more I was like, wow, I gotta get some of this.
So now, when you're using it for protection, that would be along your front and back door.
Yep. On your windows.
Oh, right. On your windows. Wow.
Yep. Well, some windows have cracks and gaps.
True.
You can use it for a lot of things.
Just so. When are you getting that for the store?
For the new one. I'll have the opening day.
Yep.
See, now I know what Robyn's going to buy.
Well, exactly. Like, I love finding out more about any of this stuff. It fascinates me.
Oh, me too.
And to find out something that, hey, I've kind of heard tell of it, but really, you know, haven't had any experience with it or really know what it's used for. So, no, good. But anyway, and I have some examples here tonight, Carrie, of the spirit animals. So you were saying about the elephant.
Yeah,
that was what came to you. Symbolizes wisdom, gentleness, and spiritual understanding.
So it's telling me I need to work on all that.
Well, to me, wisdom, well, you've opened the store. You're certainly, you know.
But I didn't go into it knowing everything.
No, but you're giving wisdom to so many other people just with your merchandise. Okay, Justin's got a...
Jackie Watson says hi, everyone.
Hey, Mom, how are you? We love my mom. She's wonderful. She's a huge supporter.
Hey, Jackie. So, yeah, soul searchers who are set to work on a humanitarian capacity often connect with this guide. Well, you're humanitarian because here you are trying to do something for your community.
Nursing background.
For the people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you were saying about that place out in Pictou or Durham. Horse. The horse is the guide of passion, drive, and freedom of expression. Well, a horse doesn't like to be, you know, tied down too much. The meaning of the horse can vary depending on how you see your horse, from tame to wild, or working horse to racehorse. So if it was a working horse, then it might symbolize some kind of heavy-duty work to you. And
or grind.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being ground down under pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And the hawk, we were talking about the hawk earlier, represents perspective and your ability for you to see things from all sides. The perfect view for, you know, for spiritual development. Like you're taking a good look, not just at what you see ahead of you, but looking all around you, doing the 360 and saying, okay, what am I seeing? And sometimes, you know, it'll open our eyes.
I got a tidbit on that for you. Oh. Where you're saying the panoramic view.
Yeah.
Hawks and other birds of prey actually have binocular vision.
Wow.
Yeah.
How great is that?
Just a little tidbit to throw in there.
Excellent.
I'm the queen of useless information. I'd be great on Jeopardy.
Another one that sometimes will come to people would be the mouse. And the mouse is pay attention to detail. Reminds us not to overlook the smaller details because sometimes you're too busy just getting, general view. Pay attention. It's saying pay attention. The deer. Now, you might want to hear this one. The deer is thought to guide sensitive, highly intuitive people who are extremely spiritual. There you go, Carrie. Those connected to this animal are confident and successful. They should also strive to be more gentle, and I would say gentle with yourself.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ken says, "What's up, everyone?"
Hey, Ken. How are you?
Hey, Ken.
You're on the other side of the camera tonight.
That's it. Oh, yes, there's another one here. A really good example is the bear. The bear is one of the most powerful animals in the spirit guide realm. He's in tune with emotional and physical healing and likely connected to those who feel a deep connection to the earth and the outdoors.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that would be different. And I've had a cat around my place the last couple of days, couple of different ones actually. And that's curiosity, adventure, and independence. And it also represents the art of patience and wholeness. Well, sorry guys, I'm not high on the patience. Not high on the patience at all. But anyhow. And another one that is kind of common is the owl. The owl is the ability to see what other people miss.
Oh, cool.
It helps people see the deeper meaning of things and discover hidden treasures in life. So the owl is sometimes like, to me, it's almost like signifying that you're flying without radar. Like your normal GPS system isn't there, but, you know, you're just kind of going really by sense. What feels right to you. So yeah, there are several different ones. And another one is the wolf.
I love wolves
Oh,
too.
wolves are they're such a beautiful animal.
They are.
I mean, I know they get a bad rap, but
they're majestic.
They truly are. They are connected to intelligence, instinctiveness, and freedom. Well, the freedom, yes. You know, a wolf definitely wants to be free. They're not to be penned in.
I remember the Twilight phase. All my girls went through the Twilight phase. I watched it, read it all myself, right?
Yeah.
Because I've always been interested in like watching that. But we were asking one night, what would you be if you could be like a witch or a vampire or a werewolf? What would you be? I'm like, wolf. I'm a werewolf.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'd be. I love wolves.
Yeah. Oh, they are. They're a beautiful, beautiful animal. What else?
I'd love to know what you guys resonate with if you didn't mind sharing. You don't have to tell right now,
No.
You know, because I understand it takes time. And can you believe it? It's 20 days.
Oh, my golly. Well, I've got a question for you guys out there. Any of the ones that took the pendulum course, just saying, if you guys stop and do a meditation or even just take a walk in nature or whatever, find out what your spirit animal is. If you're not sure if that animal is resonating with you, take your pendulum and ask, is this a spirit animal of mine right now? And do they have a message for me? So that would be cool. I think that would be a really good idea to, put to use because you put all that good energy into building your pendulum, into making your pendulum.
Not just that, the people, I've been given a lot of one-on-one pendulums for everybody that's been buying them.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So that's a way to find out your spirit animals.
It is.
Ask your pendulum.
Ask your pendulum, and you would be surprised because your pendulum will answer you. And hopefully you guys have been using them because it's just a lot of fun. But they will answer you and let you know, hey, is this guy my spirit animal? Maybe not, but maybe it is. And if so, what message do they have? Check with the books and see what messages they normally bring.
Yeah.
Jackie Watson says deer.
Deer?
Deer, yeah.
She says she likes to watch deer a lot.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, Mom.
Yeah. Be gentle with yourself, Jackie.
That's cool. Thanks for sharing. So I guess 5 more minutes for people to guess their numbers for the reading tonight. and we'll just let people guess. And so I guess we'll just wrap this up. I can't believe that.
Well, yeah, like it just seems like we just get sitting down and talking about this stuff, and all of a sudden it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
So have you got any ideas for next week's show? Because next week will be done from here as well.
Have I got any ideas for next week's show?
Or do you have any ideas you'd like us to cover?
Well, yeah, why don't we see what
Viewer's choice.
the viewer's choice is?
And we'll go with the majority.
Let us know within the next couple of days so that we can kind of prep, guys, because, we'd certainly love to, bring you more information.
Let's give it till Friday evening.
Yeah,
Friday
sounds
night,
good.
7 o'clock is the cutoff.
Yeah.
Message the store. Go on to the private
Facebook
group, however you want to do it. And majority wins. And that will be our topic for next week's podcast.
Yeah.
We want to talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah. As long as we can get the information on it, we're happy to do that.
Exactly. So spread the word too. Maybe we'll put a Facebook post about that. Viewer's choice next week.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want us to cover.
Yeah.
Because so far we've been picking all the topics.
Well, it just, I guess, happens to work that way, depending on what's going on in.
I just find the topics, one leads to the next.
It does. I find when you're into any of this spiritual work, one will lead to another, lead to another, lead to another, and it just keeps going.
Richard says hi.
Hey Rick, how are you? It's nice for you to join us. Rick watches from out west.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess we are going to find out who won the free reading.
Okay.
Kay. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
you. Oh. Get a message there, Kay. Alrighty, so let's see how this plays in. So the card that presented itself is the Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, and we have the Chariot. So, right off the bat, the Three of Swords indicates illness, injury. But I don't think it's you. I think it's going to be a younger man that you're somehow connected to is going to get sick. So, that's not really happy news there. I think somebody is definitely going to need your support within the next little while. And you're going to prove an incredible asset to them. The 6 indicates travel, but because it's reversed, it's not happening soon. It means it's a little bit further on, but it does indicate travel and kind of a bigger trip. Also, the Chariot indicates travel, but it can also indicate a hard road. It can tell you just look at the journey, not just the destination. So, to be short and sweet, that's what your cards are indicating. Something is going to happen. I'm not saying it's a serious sickness. I'm not knowing that at all. But you are going to be a support system to somebody. And travel is definitely coming. And look at the journey, not just the destination. So those are what your cards are saying tonight. And I have a really good connection to Kay. She her and my mom are very good friends. She used to change my diapers.
Oh, wow.
So it's easier. Yeah. I just have a better connection to Kay.
Yeah.
So that's what they say. And just keep me updated on what's going on with you. You know we love you. So that is the reading for tonight. And it was cool that you won, Kay, because I missed you the other day.
Oh, wow.
She was in the store, and I was out just trying to get everything settled.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow there's not going to be a daily reading.
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm going to be at the store cleaning, at least not at 12:30. I might do it a bit earlier in the morning.
Oh, well, yeah.
So before I head down to the store, but I do have to spend some time down there cleaning it up. leaving it in good condition. And also, I'm still waiting for a couple shipments of deliveries to come in here.
Wow.
Kay says, thank you, Carrie. Love you too.
You're welcome.
She's kind of like Aunt Kay now.
Yeah, well, she's always been like Aunt Kay to me. Yeah. She's always been a part of my life growing up. So,
So yeah, you were saying no reading tomorrow unless you get a chance to do it earlier or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do it before I head out. But for the next little bit, I do have to spend time at the store because with not being there as a store anymore, I really don't want to miss my stock.
Oh no. Oh, for sure.
And I've ordered some fantastic things. I've expanded some lines that we're already carrying.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in a lot of new merchandise. I'm bringing in some crystal books. I will put that out there. And some journals.
Yeah.
Quite a nice little selection of journals.
Yeah. I think those journals would be great, especially, well, anybody, even just myself, I journal quite a little bit, doing like the spirit animals. Like I'll take my books out in the morning and usually I'll do like an angel card message, whatever. I'll have 3 cards from each. And I just like to kind of keep track of them. And sometimes the spirit animals I find are just amazing because the same ones will appear to you about 3 or 4 times. And it's like, okay, I really got to look at this guy.
Yeah.
And
I have a gratitude journal.
Yeah.
I journal my gratitude.
Yeah.
Just sometimes I need to remind myself what I'm grateful for, and sometimes I'm overflowing.
Exactly. And I think everybody's the same. Like you have times that are a little bit more stressful than others, and you don't really stop and recognize, hey, I am grateful, even though, I got delayed, but because I was delayed, I didn't get into that 16-car pileup down the road. So, you know what? It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. Yeah.
So I'm going to end it by talking about raising your vibration. I really think we need to do a show about that. But when we come back, I'm going to talk to Mystic Mike again. I would really love to do a podcast on grounding, and I think he'd be a wonderful person to share that with us.
Yeah.
He did say he'd like to come back on another show.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I just wanted to get everything settled, and we'll come back with a great schedule. And so I'm going to ask him to do one, hopefully in April, on grounding. I think that's a very good foundation. But for raising your vibration, when you start getting conscious of energy work, you can see where people are vibrating. Some people are vibrating lower. Their movements are more lethargic. They're just not very excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just concentrating on and dwelling on what's wrong with their life.
Instead of,
other people are off the charts, vibrating at a frequency. It's like a different language to me. You know what I mean? And it's my goal to vibrate my positive energy, to push it up as far as I can.
Exactly.
But it just makes your life happier.
Oh, for sure.
It makes you a better person.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to turn your energy to positive.
And when you're around somebody that their energy isn't as high as what it could or should be, even like just a regular, pretty good day sort of thing.
Yeah.
But if it's really like a really downer of a day, you'll find yourself getting kind of depressed about it.
Yeah.
So no, everybody wants to raise their vibration.
But I think the biggest problem that people aren't vibrating at a higher frequency is grounding. We live in our food is near fake with all the additives and preservatives.
Exactly. Yeah.
So much electronics and technology all around us. Like all these thermal windows and the fiberglass insulation, and nobody's really connecting. And grounding is a wonderful way to raise your vibration.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I think too, like if a person can ground good, get rid of the cell phone for a little while. Get rid of the computer. Get rid of the TVs. Get rid of whatever. Go for a walk out in nature. That's a wonderful grounding.
Work in your garden.
Yeah.
If you not have a big yard, put in some planters.
Exactly.
You can get them at the dollar store.
Go for a walk and just stand there, touch one of the trees.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And with the planters, with the growing things, bring in some houseplants. Not only are you getting that connection with the actual ground, but you're caring for a living creature.
Exactly.
Which raises your vibration.
Yeah. Actually, I think Cherry Whitaker had something on that a while ago with Therapeutic Touch somewhere, and it was showing that the plants, if they are, I don't know, I guess if they're around music or around people that are talking to them, and how well they respond. So yeah, you can imagine.
Maybe that's why mine grows so well. All the years I was talking to myself, maybe they thought I was talking to them.
Oh, well, that's
actually,
okay.
That's not true. I do tell them when I'm watering them, I'm like, there you go, my little pretty.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
talk to them too.
Yeah.
But they're living creatures or living beings, I guess. They bring in carbon dioxide, breathe out oxygen for us. But just by caring for them, it brings up your vibration.
It certainly does. It certainly does.
So there's so many simple ways, inexpensive ways, that you can ground, get that connection with nature, and bring up your vibration. And if we can, if we've got 10 people vibrating at a happier place, right? And they're interacting with 5 people each day, well, maybe 3 of those 5 people they're bringing up.
Exactly.
And then eventually the world will be happier.
And so on. Exactly.
A tsunami begins with a ripple.
Yep. True.
That's one of my favorite sayings. So that is all. We're going to end a few minutes early tonight because I've drank so much water. I really need to go pee. But I want to thank you all for joining us. And again, we put it on Facebook. I just want to thank you for being so wonderful. Because without you guys, there wouldn't be a store, there wouldn't be a podcast, there wouldn't be daily readings. So I just want to thank you all for making my dream such a beautiful dream. We put a post on Facebook, and I just can't wait to see you all in the new store. So love and light from me.
Love and light from me.
Bye.
And just have the very best night.